Global's year-end update is finally here, and it's a big one. This may be a bit of a disappointment with some of these announcements, but I promise you, I think you're going to be more excited than disappointed by the end of it. Let's just get the disappointment out the way. We are not getting Madoka Magica on Global yet. Instead, Global will be getting a rerun of Fate. But this rerun includes all of the original characters plus all of the summer characters. We will get all the original characters very soon, whenever we get the first maintenance notice, which should be in the next few days, or possibly it's already in-game now. And we'll have to see how they split up the banners. Everybody's going to be on one banner, if they're going to split up the banners into two, or what. But this first part will be the part that includes the Ilya, Miyu, Chloe, Ren and Luvia, Shiro Emiya, and Salter. Of course, there's some heavy hitters right there. You know, there's some big names in that one, especially Shiro Emiya. A lot of you guys that missed out on him now have a chance to finally get him. However, just like how it was with the last time Fate came out, we are also getting another selector ticket, and it's still the same three characters: Ilya, Miyu, and Chloe. You can pick any of the three, and there you go, they're yours. No strings attached. 100% free. On top of all this Fate stuff as well, we'll be getting mines again. Finally, it's been like, what, 3 months, I think, since last mine? So that's a pretty good time span there. I wish we got raids in between that down period, but hey, you know, I'm asking for too much now. And all these updates, like I mentioned before, will be available in late December. We should be getting the maintenance notice for this specific part of the year and update very soon. Once we get to New Year's, though, we have a few more things. Minasaur's High. She is going to be the saga character that we'll get for New Year's. However, she is going to be in the All-Star Summon. I know, we're all flaccid at this point, but hear me out. The All-Star Summon, just like how it always does, will reset 6 times, so you're able to get a guaranteed 5-star 6 times with free currency, and that's pretty much it for majority of players. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's some stuff in here for more of the sweaty players, like the Earth, Water, and Fire ruins, floor 17. Pretty exciting, but most people probably don't care about that. What y'all will care about is what's coming after Minasaur's High, which is in early/mid-January. Summer Fate comes back. This includes Summer Ilya, Summer Miyu, Summer Chloe, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Sakura, and Summer Bazette. The thing about this one, chat, the thing about this one, they kind of cooked.
Oh yes, Daddy.
We are getting another selector ticket, and we're able to pick Summer Ilya, Summer Miyu, or Summer Chloe. So for all my people out there who have been struggling getting through farming, or getting through the mines, or getting through whatever it might be, you can now select a character that's able to give themselves 200 arcage at every single battle start and ramp up physical damage for you. That, of course, being Summer Miyu. Absolutely insane that you're able to select her, since she is part of that archetype like Jay, Okarun, all of them. Another thing that's really cool about this ticket is that even if you have Summer Miyu, you could still select her, because having more is never a bad thing, or you could actually pick Chloe if you don't have Chloe. I think picking Summer Chloe here is also extremely good, considering that Summer Chloe has had a lot of uses when it comes to Grand Crusade, especially against EX bosses, just because the amount of healing Summer Chloe is able to do. I know in the most recent Grand Crusade EX fight, she was actually one of the characters you could use in the EX team comp. Of course, if you don't care about Grand Crusade, I think just going with the Summer Miyu is very safe. Or, you know, just completing your collection. If you have 2 of them, might as well pick Summer Ilya if you're missing her, right? Either way, I'm glad that we're finally doing this again, where we're actually getting free crossover units. Used to, this was a thing back in the day, where it was like, for what, 2 crossovers they did this, maybe 3? During the Awoken era, we had a selector ticket, and we were able to get 1 character from the crossover for free. Well, it wasn't really a selector ticket, it was more of a gacha ticket, but it was guaranteed that we got 1 crossover unit for free. I guess revenue was way too down whenever they did that, and they said, no, we can't do that. We're leaving money on the table, giving them 1 crossover unit for free. I personally believe that if they do this going forward with a lot more of their crossovers, just giving everybody 1 free crossover ticket, maybe not a selector, but just a random one, will put a lot of good faith back in the players, considering it doesn't really guarantee that you're going to get the most broken crossover character, but at least you get somebody when a new crossover comes out. The worst thing about GS crossovers is that whenever they come out and you go to summon, you get shafted, and guess what? You don't really get any new content, quote unquote, because the content in GS is tied to the units in most cases, especially during a crossover event, whenever it's mostly just the units plus the crossover event, and that's pretty much all we have have going on most of the time. But I doubt we'll ever see guaranteed crossover tickets come out in future crossovers unless it's a rerun. If it's a rerun, then it's more believable for them to do a guaranteed crossover ticket. If it's not a rerun though, yeah, not happening. Now that's pretty much it when it comes to the year-end update. I think overall we got some great announcements. There was some other things that came out though, especially since we just had the live stream for Grand Summoners Global. Like one of those things being that Simon will actually be getting an alternate version of himself. So we'll have to see how that goes. Maybe we get Simon whenever he first met Miranda or something else, you know? That'd be cool. And then here's the last thing right here, chat. If you do all the login bonuses, plus you do magical mines, you do all the events whenever they come out, you can expect all of these rewards here. They're saying we're going to be getting all this stuff. So hey, if you're playing right now, make sure you get to farming because it's going to be one of the best times to rack up on a lot of crystals, a lot of resources, flux drops, especially all my cresters out there. Make sure you get your flux drops. And this is going to be great for you going into the new year. We're going to be having a lot of crazy characters come out next year and I think it's going to be overall great. And now since I said that, I really need to make a video talking about those future characters. Either way though, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been your boy P. Tell me down below what you think about this year-end update. Are you happy? Are you excited? Are you kind of whatever with it? Let me know all that type of stuff down below in the comment section. Oh, and one more thing before you all leave, don't forget to drink water.